Alright, welcome back for another video. What do you say, girls?
Welcome back. We have...
Okay, we have a shell. You probably wonder why we have a shell.
This is my shell.
Yeah. Well, last few videos we've been talking about the origin of the universe and how the universe had a beginning. And this week we're going to talk about where did life come from? Where did life come from, girls? Okay.
Jesus! He created us by one piece of steel.
Yep.
That's
right. How do you know? How do you know?
And
Well,
it broke right there.
we're going to use Maddie's shell to kind of talk a little bit about where the universe, where life came from in the universe. Right?
Yeah. Daddy, it like broke on every single.
Okay. Well, this shell is not the shell I'm going to talk about. This is one we got on a cruise. But about a year ago, we were at our favorite beach place, and we were looking for hermit crabs. Right? Remember hermit crabs? And I'm gonna throw up some pictures, but I'm gonna put them up here where the girls can see them. Let me get them up here.
Daddy, sorry about the.
All right, remember this picture?
Oh yeah, Fripp Island. Oh my word, I love Fripp Island.
Yeah, this we were there last time. We were looking for hermit crabs, and we looked. This is us looking for hermit crabs. We looked all over the place, right?
Oh yeah.
But there's this place where we go, the tide goes out, and there's a lot of clear land. And you can walk for miles, seems like. But there's the little puddles that are left. There's a lot of hermit crabs.
The beach is called Fripp Island, and we love it.
Yep.
That's mine.
Okay, now this is our
Crab City.
Maddie's Crab City. We took the hermit crabs.
We got plastic cups and cut like the front of the piece, and then we made little houses for them.
That's right.
Yeah, and every morning when we woke up, they were all new.
They moved, yeah. Then y'all talked me into bringing them home. Remember that? And we brought them home, and we got like a big bucket. I don't have a picture of that. We got a big bucket. Pink, was it a purple bucket?
Pink. And our cat peed in it, and then they all died.
That's not why remember, there was all these things we tried to do to get the hermit crabs to live. We had to have certain kind of water. They had to have certain kind of humidity. They had to have this food. We bought special food for them. What else did we do? We had to
like get rocks.
There was all these things.
Things they can go under.
Yeah.
Wait, I know why they didn't live, because they didn't have land and water. Because sometimes crabs live in land, and then like crabs live on land and in water. Separated like the rocks, and then there'll be like a little entrance, like a wall with ocean entrance, and then the entrance would be into the wall, and then it wouldn't like really get to the wall. If we had a Barbie pool, we could pour all that water.
Well, our point behind the hermit crabs was they all died, right?
Yeah.
They all died. We threw
Every
the
time we try to find hermit crabs, we bring them home, and then after like the third day after we got home, they died.
They all died, yeah. So there's lots of things. The things about hermit crabs is they have a special environment that they live in, and if you don't have that perfect environment, they're not going to live. You got to have the right humidity, the right salt water. They got to have shells. And if they get big, they go into another shell. There's all these little things that hermit crabs have to live, and that's just a hermit crab. Can you imagine what all kind of things that have to be right for us to live on our planet here on Earth?
We need water, we need food, we need clothes. I mean more cups.
Okay, we're talking about how we have to live on this planet. No more pictures. Okay. But there's a lot of conditions that we have to meet for life to even be here on Earth. It's called fine tuning. You ever heard that?
No.
Fine tuning. There's all these things about the planet that has to be just right for people to live on it, right? If it weren't just right, we wouldn't be able to live here. The Earth's got to be, it goes around the sun, right? You know how the Earth goes around the sun? You know, if the Earth was too close to the sun, what would happen?
We would it would be so hot that we all die. And we would be melted ice cream.
Yeah. What if happened if we were too far away from the sun?
We would be freezing cold and then freeze. We would get frostbite. We would get frostbite. And then we would die.
Yep, so that's one of the few. There's all kinds of things about our planet that if it were changed by just a little bit, we wouldn't be here. We would all be dead. Or we wouldn't have never lived. But there's all these things in the world that if it doesn't happen, then we will not be able to live. And there's chances that if these things don't happen, that we won't be able to live on our planet, right? Sorry, I'm getting a phone call. It's kind of distracting me.
Like, yeah.
It's called fine tuning. And I brought I got all these things here. I got my guitar. What do we do with the guitar? We tune it, right?
Yeah.
What happens if you don't have all the strings tuned the right way?
It'll stamp.
Yeah, there's a certain way that they have to be tuned, a certain way that you have to tune the strings. If you don't, it won't sound right.
Yeah.
Okay?
I have a guitar.
Oh, guitar. And then so the earth is tuned too. God tuned the earth. It's called fine tuning. And the chances of that just happening by chance or just without God, just by accident. How many chances do you think that is for that to happen? How likely do you think that will happen?
Wait, what was the question?
How likely do you think it is that all that happened by chance, that God didn't do it, it was just an accident?
Hey, why would he make something by accident?
Right.
You always have, if you're going to make something, you have to make it for a reason. You can't make it by accident.
Right. But
That
we
just
can
doesn't
look
make
at
sense.
we can look at our world and see that it was fine-tuned, that a creator made it that way. Right?
Yeah.
It's like the chances. We brought this. We don't have a quarter. We got a penny.
No, it's a
penny.
I've got a quarter.
Well, we don't need a quarter now. But you know, if you take a quarter or a penny and you flip it heads and tails, the chances of it landing on heads is 1 in 2, basically. So me and my friends in high school, one time we took a quarter and we flipped it 100 times. How many times do you think it landed on heads? Stay here.
100 times.
How many out of 100? How many times do you think it landed on heads?
100 times.
50. And how many times landed on tails? 50. So pretty much the random chance of a penny landing on heads or tails is 1 in 2. You know how for the Earth to be where it can have life on it, you know what the chances of that are? Just randomly. It's 1 in 10 to 282. You know how big that number that is? That's a 10. It's a 10 with 282 zeros behind it.
It's like 1,000. 200. 1,000 has 82 zeros behind.
That's a long number, right?
1,000 has 12 zeros behind.
So it's pretty unlikely. It's pretty unlikely that the Earth is here by accident, right? Right?
Where are you tonight?
So what do you think? Do you think the Earth is here by... Stop it. Do you think the Earth is happened by accident, or do you think that...
It didn't happen. It happened like there was. It didn't happen by accident because it was like a purpose. Because like God wanted like someone to talk to, because he would be not just be like every day.
He created it all. There was definitely a lot of talk.
Yep, there's a lot of talking. Mommy's chiming in. But the chances of the point of this video is very unlikely that life here on Earth just happened by accident, because there's so many things that have to be just right for it. It's like the Goldilocks, Goldilocks and 3 Bears.
Ooh, I love that one.
What did he say? The porridge was just right.
He
Not
said-
too hot, not too cold. It's just right. That's the way our planet is. It's just right, or life would not be on Earth. And we know that God created life on Earth, and He has a purpose for us, right, girls?
Yeah.
All right, that's our video. It's a little dysfunctional. By the phone ringing.
Shell.
Oh, make sure you go through something. Oh my goodness, we have a special guest star. Even dogs,
It's our doggy Oreo.
even dogs would not be alive if it weren't for the fine tuning.
Cute doggy. Just got my arms.
Okay, this is our video. We're losing control. Just like our videos, you can check them out on Instagram, Facebook, and
YouTube.
we have a YouTube channel,
I
and Family
follow us on
Adventures.
YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and everything.
All right, tell them goodbye.
Bye.
Everybody goodbye.
Oreo, say
We'll see you next
bye.
time.
Bye, bye, bye.